Hey guys and gals, let's build the Enchanted Treehouse by Lego Disney. This is set number 43215. I think the set contains 1,016 bricks, not quite sure on that one. It retails for $159.99, and the set was provided to me by the Lego Group for early review. Already got bag one kind of keyed up over here off to the top left. And let's take a look at the manual here and see how the build is broken down. And there's 8 groups of bags, so I don't know how I'm going to do this yet. So bags 1, 2, and 3 looks like it builds a portion of the castle. And we have a bound manual here. And let's continue on for bags 4 through 8. I don't think I'm going to do this in one sitting. I think I'm going to split it up, but I'm not going to split it up into manual form. Just going to split up maybe bags 1 through 4 and do 5 through 8 in another installment. And today is the 22nd of May, 2023. And that's bag 1 right there. And when I unboxed the set, it had some pretty unique pieces and some common parts. It had some common pieces in unique colors, oddball colors. All right, let's build it. Let's start with bag 1. And yeah, I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff going today. And like this is nougat. I think it maybe light nougat or something, but obviously too dark for my skin. But this set's got the mini dolls. I know a lot of you guys just love those. So we're gonna get started now on the little figures. This one's got glasses, so that's probably not the right one. And I gotta find it. There's a sticker sheet that goes with this set too. Let's see, is there any more dolls? Alright. So I need to spend like 5 hours and get these together. And I don't know why guys hate mini dolls. I don't understand it. I mean, yeah, but the mini dolls to me, they have different skin tones and stuff. It makes things a little bit not so yellow. I like having the different skin tones and ethnic backgrounds and races and stuff. It just, I don't know, I wish we had more of that in the regular minifigure line. Well, how does the wig go on her? There we go. I don't know all my Disney characters. I'll have to look at the box. And this is not my main channel. I'm not really worried about it, but I usually get somebody who will, smart ass with me and say, hey, why don't you know your figures? This I don't watch Disney movies. I'm sorry, but I'm not really into animations that much. Maybe when I was probably 10 or 12 years old, but not really anymore. I watch more action, adventure, horror, thriller, comedy. It depends on my mood, but I don't really watch a lot of animations. Fantasy movies, sci-fi, yeah, but not that stuff. And despite there's a mess there, I think those 2 ladies are done. I gotta find the box because they have the minifigures. I think one of them is Alice. Let's see here. Who's the blonde one? Yes, she's Alice, and she is Mirabel. Okay. So Alice and Mirabel, well, I'm glad those are in a... Well, I just knocked over all the containers with the parts, but the lids are on them. So there we go. And right off the back, we got to start with stickers. So let's set these off to the side here. And yeah. And what is this here? Okay. We got to put a sticker on that. And oh, I was looking for a different colored one. So, remember one of my other videos, I did one of these in 4K. And now I'm finally rendering up the video. It's going to take majority of the day to render up an hour-long video in 4K. So for doing these in the high quality video, especially for this channel, it's not really worth it. So for me, unless I got lots of subs on here, I ain't gonna waste my time. But I kind of want to share with you guys and gals the quality of the 4K. I wish I could have certain qualities available for YouTube members. I know some channels got a lot of memberships on there, and next year I think I'm going to do it, but I don't know how I want to do it yet. I may do the parts list on memberships. I may do that. But most of my viewers are on mobile. And the thing with mobile is you can't really, I don't think you can save images for the parts list. I wish I could send the manuals up. I'd use YouTube memberships instead of using Patreon. There we go. And so I'm hoping this is not, the set's got 13 mini dolls. I better use the correct name because somebody will get mad at me. And did I put this together the wrong way? No, I put it together the right way. I think I know what's going on here. You're supposed to put it in like this. They don't show you. So if you want to attach the accordion to her, that's how you do it. It's right there. Okay. So now she's done. And we have Alice. She's got the looking glass, the magnifying glass. I can't put the little things in their hands. Yeah, I'm hoping I don't have to ban anybody over this video. Well, not this one, but on my main channel. You're a dude. Why do you get these sets? Because they're cool. It doesn't say in the box this is just for girls, doesn't it? It doesn't tell me. It's like a Lego Technic set. It doesn't say it's just for boys. A girl can put that together too. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, now we can do the big stuff. Like a friend of mine, she does some of the Technic stuff too. Like the hard stuff. So it just depends on what your mood is. And yes, you're going to see a lot of oddball colors in these sets. Like this stuff here is colors I never grew up with. So let me move it right there. Okay. All right, so this goes here, and we got a palisade brick. We've seen a million of these. So I already did the thumbnail and stuff like that to get this done, and I'm hoping I can get this done today. This is like my 10th set out of 19. But I think I'm getting 3 more sets delivered by midweek. So I'll probably have 22. So I got to get on the ball and get all these done quickly. So I can move on and do the good stuff. I haven't really messed around with tutorials. Nothing's really popping in my mind. But I may add a few more tutorials to the summer fun and just move some stuff around. It depends on what I want to do. Well, at least this one's not working slow. And you do get a brick separator, so I think it's the expensive sets that are coming with them. I noticed Lego has really raised up their prices on some of these sets, and I'm kind of Like this is $160. So I don't know where that's at yet. If I paid 160 bucks for just this section alone, I would be laughing and walking right past it in the store. But we'll see how relaxing this one is to put together. And we got a turntable here. Okay, we got to put a cog in here. I've been seeing these a lot lately. So they got the purple one on the outside, and they got these here. These are great introductory to gears, plus they're very basic. And then you got the magical hand that comes from outer space to show you how to use it. Yeah, so far this is not a bad little build, so you know how many guys will be scared of this set. Probably not Dan or myself, or even Janet won't be scared of this, but there's a lot of unique pieces in here. It's a bit on the pricey side, but yeah, I did one of those city sets and all the parts were scratched. I'm hoping this one is not that bad, because now on the reviews I'm dinging off for that. That's quality control. You know, I have to at this point. Oh, I thought that was going to fit around there perfectly, but it doesn't. It's got a hole. And we got a round plate here. So far it's not too bad. I mean, it's not a bad build. I like this nice cool blue. I think this is light royal blue. One of these is light royal blue. I always refer to this as aqua blue. And you got those leaf pieces too. But myself, Dan, I don't know if Janet's really into she was into Lego when she was younger, but we didn't have all these kind of colors when we were kids. Like I'll show you here, look like one of these transparent pink light preservers. You can see the blue kind of piercing through this. It's kind of got like a metallic and it's opaque. Take this with maybe a transparent piece on the bottom, makes a good, like a donut, like a swimming pool. Just that color alone looks fun. And that's what I'm saying. That would work really good. Boy, these pieces are all over the counter today. What was I thinking? So I'm like reaching over and crossing the camera just to pick those up. And it looks like this is probably a turntable because we got these going in the middle here. Probably set a minifigure on. That's exactly what that is. So I bet you just put your figure on here but I'm always after oddball colors. You know, I just have to have them in the collection. I may not use all these colors, but there may be a day where, you know, I may use them. What would I use them for? Honestly, these are great for like accessory colors. Like, you know, could I build a house in this color? I'm not sure. I could. But it also works good if I'm making maybe a children's room or a pool. Like this is a good color for the bottom of a swimming pool. Then we just put some transparent clear tiles on the top, or even transparent light blue to get the right shade of blue you want. And that stuff. That's what I see that color as, for like a liner of an above ground pool. Okay. Boy, this is really kind of finished off in here. It's better. I wish they would bring out a tile form into this. I really wish they did. Maybe one day Lego will do it. You just go around this whole thing here. And there you go. And you got the steps here. Ladies, be careful with your high heels. You don't want to step in that little crack there. Or just don't want to drop your cell phone or whatever in there, because that will not be good. Kind of wish they made a piece that kind of molded around that. Would have been better. I mean, it's a start, though. Maybe one day they'll make a part that'll fit snug up against those. Yeah, so far I'm pleased with this build. Yeah, for breakfast this morning, which I rarely ever fix a breakfast, I had cinnamon toast. I've been craving it for like a couple of weeks, and I thought, you know what, I busted my buns. I'm going to have a breakfast before work, and that's what I did. So bag one does those, and I think it does the base of this thing. I don't know what it is. I'll have to read up on it here, what this does. Thought these were angel wings for Tinker Bell, but maybe not. Some kind of plant. And those are this is like an opaque pink. It's got that metallic blue to it. And it's easier for me to put it on here, but you get these little gems. You've probably seen these little rock crystals before. It's the same thing. These kind of have that blue sheen to it, and they're purple, like an opaque purple. So they're pretty good, and you could use those for like maybe a cave or something if you're making some kind of a cave scene. There you go. You know, you can pretty much get crazy with that there. Lots of cool parts in this one here. Lots of good interior pieces too. I mean, I don't see blue leaves in this. Maybe in Minecraft in those mod packs that you can get, but got to do another one of those. I got 3 of these sets I got to do in the Disney line, and okay, so indeed we are making mushrooms. I'm gonna get a couple of those toppers because they work good for mushrooms. This one doesn't have any pattern prints on it though. Oh, wait a minute, there's one of these that does. Okay, be careful with these because one's printed and one is not. So the printed one goes in the back here, and the non-printed one goes in the front. But these make great little mushroom pieces right here. Or lampshades, for like, you know, these almost look like little bedside lamps. Make good for a bedroom set, huh? And I'll spare you guys and gals with bedroom sets for the year. I think I built enough of those to last us a lifetime, so I won't be doing any more bedroom sets for the year. Kind of miss doing the tutorials now, but I had that almighty question asked again, and I just shake my head. Alright, so this obviously is modular. Now I'm looking at it to see if it's a family build, but I think you can only, one family member can do bag or book 1, the other one can do book 2. but I don't really see that it's ready. And this is from another bag, I can tell you. So, and then we have what's remaining for bag 1, and that's not terribly bad, huh? Okay, now let me find it. We're going to move to bag 2. We've only used 2 little stickers so far, and so we still got plenty of torture right here. Well, for me anyways. And yeah, be careful, get a table with a lip or put it inside of a plate. So a lot of these pieces are round, they'll roll off, so. There we go. Get that off the place where I'm sitting at here, get myself comfortable, and then we're ready to do bag 2. And bag 2, we need out of the bulk bin, a slide. Yeah, I've been tripping over the camera a lot here. You get one of these, I think this is a 48 stud long rod. I'm going to put this back here because I'm tired of tripping over it. So you're going to need the canoe, the slide, and a 10 by 10 half round plate. You'll need those. And we're going to put together some more minifigures. So let's get those. Let's do. We got all the big pieces out. Let's do the little stuff first, right? Makes logical sense. Slide that off over there. I think we're done with that. I don't know. And I just got to start finding all the parts. You notice it takes forever to start off first. See, these have different skin tones. Making sure I'm getting them on the right torsos. Okay. Get these ladies here done. And then we'll get on to the big stuff. They got some unique wigs in here too. I hope that's not for me. I want to build, not answer the door. And it's not for me, okay. Okay, good, now we can proceed. Alright. This has got a soft plastic, so she's done. She needs the oar. Yeah, you may hear me mute out the video a couple of times. I'm trying to clear my throat here. It's the allergies and stuff. And then, so she's done there. And then I need a little round tile. You notice we're doing all little stuff first, so all these big pieces are just in the way. So I got to find that little compass thing. It's a little round tile, like that. And you got to stick this in her hand. And then I'll have to read off the figures from my notes. So when I do the video on this, I'm going to have to read off all 13 minifigures. Which means, well, mini dolls. I got to be careful. Someone will get offended over that. She is Moana and Pocahontas. Okay. So when I watch this, I will be able to list the mini dolls down. Okay, we're done with them. Now let's do the canoe. All right. Now we've seen these before a million times. The canoe, I have this in various colors. Not in dark orange. I think I have it in, maybe I only have it in red. I think I have 2 of them in red. But this one's in dark orange, which looks a little more natural. I go like that. And then we got to use the little mini doll things. Yeah, I'm hoping to have it done, maybe have it all filmed, probably by tonight. I got another one I'd like to do. So, I don't know how fast I'm going to go, but I am going to keep this thing pretty much separated. And the mini dolls are supposed to go in here. But I'm not going to put them in here because I don't want to mess with it right now. Just because I'm saving that for the review. Okay. And it's easy to do that stuff for the review. Making sure we're still recording here. Just trying to get everything going here. Get that over there out of the way. Okay. Wow, that tile didn't get defaced. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. We have a gold treasure chest base, but you have a light purple top. Wish that was gold or all purple. And then the treasure chest sits like this. And then a map goes in there, and that's probably one of the very few pieces that's printed. Okay. Shows it's open, but I'm going to close it. And stick that in there. Yeah, so if you're looking for some unique colors, this set's got you covered. Now, well, Jay, that's expensive. It's $160 or something like that. I don't want to pay that. This has got the mini dolls in it. I don't think it's gonna. I'm gonna be honest. I think it'll be on clearance. I see a lot of these Friends sets like this, or Friends style sets that go real cheap. So I always scour the shelves for the cheap stuff. All I can suggest is that if you do find it and it's really cheap, you know, snag it up if you need the parts. There's some guys on YouTube or in the community in general, they do that. They go in and try to find the sets for part outs. I think I have one guy that watches these for part outs for his Bricklink store. It's not really my intention on here, but just to see what parts are in here, what people want. Well, what I want is, it may be different for what other people want to use the parts for. Now, here's something I've been after for quite some time, is these transparent light blue jumper plates. These are the 2x2. And they're good for water. So you can see we set these on here, right there. Just imagine you can use those for like an ocean, and you can attach things down to the water, you know, to fix it to a scene. Okay, and we're getting there. Yeah, so far it's pleasant. This is a pleasant build. I'm not bored with it. Some people say, well, Jay, you know, they give this to you, you say nice things about these sets. Well, I'm not bored. And 2, I could use the parts. And 3, remember, I'm using my personal time for this stuff. So I'm not going to, you know, like right now I could be building my own stuff, but this is pretty pleasant here. Well, I'm looking for another one of those sand blue tiles. There we go. In fact, every color on this palette except for this gray is oddballed from when I was a kid. Alrighty. So there must be stepping stones for the figures to attach onto. And be careful with the pinks in here. Looks like that's pink in the manual. So just be careful with the colors in here. Okay, I need to find another one of those pink studs, or stud tiles. Okay. I got hair falling right in my face. I don't know, my friend's like, you don't need to cut it off. I let it grow out a bit. She likes that messy surfer look. I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of getting tired of it. You know how gals are. Well, this goes right here. Something must be attaching there. Build experience, I'd say it's average right now. We're going kind of slow through the manual. And I think that's 2. That's 1 right here. The one thing I wish LEGO would do is put the highlights around the parts. It makes it a lot easier building through stuff. Okay. Almost pinched the skin off my finger. Wow, this stuff's sharp. All right. At least there's enough clearance here to open up the chest. Some of the stuff that I build, they don't even give you enough clearance, and you're just trying to fight the chest to open it up, or you have to pop it out. At least they were kind enough to put it on some jumper plates so you can easily remove it. Alrighty. Okay, this goes here. And then we take one of these wall panels, and I thought this would get all stickered up. That goes in there. I guess we got a little thing in the back. I like using wall panels for like closets and stuff, just to give it a bit more depth. And let's start with the 1x1 here first. All right. Yeah, I was just starting to work on building guides, and then before I started getting all the sets in here, and I was trying to get everything ready to sail. Didn't quite happen, but got a nice little round hole there. Cool. That's something you'd put your hamster in. Okay. But like I said, I don't really see these in that blue color, but there you go. And these colors also are good for like icy, cold, snowy terrains. Like for frozen water. But your mileage may vary, because what I'm looking at is from my imagination right now, my perspective on things. So that's how I see this stuff. I see it in my mind, thinking, oh, this would be great for this type of build. And usually I say there's a lot of the same color up here, but at least this time it's colors I normally don't see. Okay, this one goes in the right there. Yeah, that's a color we've seen before. I don't think I have that arch in that blue, but there it is. Okay, a 2x4. Lock all that together there. And my apologies if I'm a little quiet. I'm just kind of tired. I had one of those sleepless nights, and that's just how it's been going. It's been hot out here lately. Hot and a bit humid, so trying to just keep cool. It's supposed to be in the mid-90s today. And I'm like, oh, I miss the winter already. I know some people hate it, but I like it when it's freezing cold, because I can sleep literally hours. Okay, we get transparent purple 1x2 plates. And one of those, and then a couple of these things that I use for going around wheel wells of pickups, but these are in purple. We're almost done with bag 2. Now I'll have to check work-related stuff so often, so I won't be able to sit and do this the whole time. So you may not notice, but I'll take breaks. Usually I won't stop unless the phone rings, or usually when it comes to work, I just have to get up and check the computer. There we go. Well, that's kind of lopsided. What was it sitting on? Yeah, some of these in that bluish green. Yeah, I like these little module things that Lego's doing now, so you can plug in the parts. I'm hoping they'll continue on with that build. Makes not only the building easier, but you can reconfigure if you want to. I don't know what's going in here. Throne room or something? Well, this is a tree house, but it looks more like a castle on the box than anything else. We got some of these here too. And they're kind of cool looking. Looks like that. You can tell the difference between purples right there. They're both transparent. And they use these for rocks that go right around the entrance. So now it kind of covers that up. And these are good ideas and inspiration for your own mocks. So just imagine you can take these set. But for this being a tree house, I don't know, it just looks more like I'm building a rock house than anything else, like a cave. All right. We got these that go on there. But I'm missing one. I'm hoping it didn't roll into another bag. Oh, there it is, right in front of my face. All right. And a couple of these little scrolly things. Yeah, so if you're not into pinks, purples, and pastel colors, this is probably not the set for you. Oh, we're going to put a sticker on this. I mean, that's good for water. Like water that's coming out of waterfall. Looks like it's kind of got a mist on it. Well, that will get ripped off. I'm looking for sticker number 18. This stops at 13. I think there's another sticker sheet in here. Yeah, there is. And there's 18 there. So they're using this for water, actually, but I would have just used it for imagination instead of just sticking a sticker on it. As a kid, we had to use our imagination. We didn't have all the fancy stickers. And I got it on there as best I could. It doesn't want to go down at the top. And this just sits here. I think that's just used as a secret passageway. Yeah, you do get 2 sets of stickers. So hopefully these will go down quickly. And then I need to order some more slides in different colors. Kind of wish it wasn't beveled there. Let's see if I can get a few more of these. So the slide sits here. This is more like a water park than anything else. Change those colors out. This would make a great little water park. Got the secret door there to go in. And then 78, step 78 connects to the previous piece. Okay. There you go. And I got 1 extra leaf piece. Oh, we're not done yet. All right. Oh yeah, here we are. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Like I said, change out these colors. This probably make a great little water park. Just change these out, just leave them there and have this in your city as a water park. Just that alone's pretty cool. And that's it for bag 2. Still haven't touched that lantern yet, but that's what we have remaining for parts. Not bad. Okay, now we're going to move on to bag 3. And I forgot to hit the recorder on the phone. There we go. Now we'll sync it up. Hate when I do that. Anyways. 2 more figures. There's 8 bags, so I have a feeling we're going to be doing too many figures per bag with a few leftovers. I'm going to have to put her together and start pulling out the parts. There's not a lot of pieces in here. It's like it's just going to spend more time doing... Oh, I like that wig. I got to find all the parts. Like the torsos are always missing in action. And I got that one. Okay, the hat belongs to her. Once you get the, well, I can't even get the hat on straight. Okay, she's kind of done. I'm missing some parts. And there's the torso for her. I feel like I'm going to break these little arms off. That's the problem. I like to find some of this type of brown here. It's not reddish brown. Make good parts for trees if we can get that part in round bricks. Is this even a wig? It won't even fit on her. Oh, there we go. It's kind of a pain to get that on her. There it is. It's like a man bun or something. Okay, she's got the lantern. So lantern was in this bag here. They use a nose cone for the lantern glass. Okay. And she's got the lantern on the top of her hand. That's how it is. Like I'm holding it. Wouldn't she hold it down below? And she needs a knife. We've seen these a million times. So nothing's... You know, the minifigures are dressed normal. Or, I'm sorry... doll figures, and they're dressed normal compared to this pastel treehouse thing. And those are let's see if it's Tiana and Raya. I'm getting that right. Alright, well, I'm knocking over bins, but well, at least I have them. At least I have lids on them. All right. And we need out of the bulk bin some stairs. not just any old stairs, these. And I think I got one of these. And these are pretty cool. I just wish they were kind of outfitted with some studs. But they will do. Okay. I still have to part out probably about maybe 50, 60 sets. What I do is I've been keeping sets kind of together in totes. And then what I do is when I need a part, I have all the sets logged in my database, and it'll tell me what set has it. And if it's been parted out, I put a check mark by it. It means check the collection bins. If it says nothing, it hasn't been parted out yet, I check the totes. I'm already up to 3 large totes. I need to start numbering totes. What sets are in there, and then when I go in there and find the set, then I just go in and pull the parts I need off of it. And pretty much what I've been doing. There's these 2 YouTubers I used to watch years ago. They told me that they don't have time to sort sets, so what do? They just buy more parts. That gets very costly, so I always see if I have it in inventory first. And if I do, I don't have to waste money buying anything. And I think it's the most is I have to wait for the time for it to get here. So I try not to do that. Okay. Something must get attached to that. Whoops. All right. Yeah, the snow's been sure melting off the mountains around here lately. And it's getting kind of brutal here. All right, we're going to need to work a little higher there. This camera's starting to get a little toasty, so I don't want to run it too much. Now I do like these type of texturized pieces. It's got a nice metallic blue with purple. Kind of opaque. And yeah, let's see, does it matter which way this goes? No, it doesn't. It does sit on here. You want to put that halfway like that. Not really a whole lot holding that on there. I like to get some of those in transparent dark blue to make great water pieces, even if they're light blue or even clear. It'd still work good for like waves for water and stuff. I think those got the right pieces. We just need the right colors now. Maybe we can get them to do that. It'd be cool. Yeah, I think someone who gets the set is going to have a really fun time building it. If an adult, like a guy like myself, it keeps me entertained. I know a younger builder, this should be pretty much a treat. I thought we were going to put stickers on though. Usually we do. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Those are just kind of barely hanging on there. Oh, no wonder why. I was putting them on there too low. There we go. I was like, well, that's barely hanging on there. Well, no, that's how that's supposed to be, like that at the top. And then you put the stairs in here. So this is kind of cool. All right, now we got to make 4 tree pieces. So what I'm going to do here to speed through this a bit more, set all these up here. We're going to blast right through it. So I'm hoping tonight I can finish this setup and review it and move on to bigger and better things. All right, so it doesn't make sense. I don't show you. This goes right in the center hole here. And you want to take one of these little stem pieces, and I know that these are the really light pale blue, and stick that in there to keep that reinforced. So now we got to make 3 more like that. And best thing to do is just to do these one at a time here. Got one more. There we go. And then we just decorate this whole thing up. Starting right there. So pretty much anything with the round bricks, we're going to contain these. These are going to be a bit of a turd to put them in. So you may want to hold right here. Just take your other finger and just kind of push it down in there and kind of hold it like this and guide it in the hole. There you go. That's pretty much meant not to come off. I mean, that's pretty sturdy there. Well, you really can't see what I'm doing, huh? Well, we'll fix that. So you can see right here, this ain't coming off. And let me focus that in for you. And then here's another one here. That's why I like using those type of bricks. Just like I said, it's not coming off. I mean, you wouldn't want to pick this whole thing up like that, but it's just the intent of sticking these in here. And honestly, like, literally you could make this part of a water park. Change this out, put like a little jacuzzi in there, and just have a little water. You already got a water slide, but oh, wait a minute, hold on, that's not supposed to go there. This book doesn't really quite show you. It doesn't show you backside of this, so you have to kind of interpret how these go on. They show you on one angle. I'm going to have to rotate it around to do that. See, I just set it in there, and I'm just going to take my other finger and just guide it in there, and there you go. Because here it doesn't really show you anything in the manual. And no, we're not done yet. We got to make another one of these with a little butterfly here. And another one of these little stem pieces. And okay, I made another mistake. When you get to step 100, then it shows you it actually goes there. Because here, I thought it went up here. So yeah, you're going to be messing up on this. So now the build experience is starting to go down a little bit, because you should never have to do things more than once here. When the manual gets a little tough to read like that, yeah, it's there we go. All right, it's pretty good. We're still not done yet. We got this last horn, and that. And then one of these here. Well, if I can get it to fit on there right. There we go. And then the butterfly goes on there. You get a lot of cool yellow butterflies too. And this goes right down in that Technic pin. You probably can barely see it, but right in there. So we're gonna drop that in there. You hear it snap and know you got it. There you go. It snapped. And then this right here just kind of, I don't know, just keep manipulating it. I don't want it to be in the way of the path there. If you have to whack into it, it's not good. And then that's it. We move to our book 2, and that's a long one. And that's what we have remaining for bag 3. So we're going to be moving on to booklet 2. I'm not going to do this all in one installment. I think the best thing is to split this down. So here we have 4. And as you can see, we got ourselves cut out for us. So it looks like bags 7 and 8 don't even have figures. So we're going to have to do the figures a few more times. Well, bag 6 has got 3 of them, so I guess they got to make up for some things. All right. Let's get going. Let's build it. And let's do, I know who she is Tinker Bell. Right now I'm just kind of pulling out all the figure parts. And one has a mouth closed. Tinkerbell has the mouth closed. Her mouth is closed. And then I got the wig for her. There was a guy, I remember, was building a, I think he was building the Empire State Building or something, and he was using his mini dolls as mannequins in the window, which is not a bad idea. It's better than just tossing these aside. And I found the hair ribbon, but I haven't found the rest of her yet. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to put the wings on her. All right, and there's one more insert in the bulk bin. That's this. So you got to put that on. It's not a sticker, but poking this stuff out, and it's kind of risky I'm always afraid I'm going to rip it or damage it. Just kind of wiggle and jiggle that apart. There we go. That can get recycled. And let's see here. Oh, okay, we're going to have to take this whole thing and mutilate it now at this point. So, now what do I do with her torso? Oh, there it is. You're going to have to take the whole thing apart, so don't just start putting her together right away. And I don't think it matters which way it goes. Stick this down here. And don't sneeze, cough, do anything right now because that'll fall off. Stick that on like that. And then you fold it around, tuck it over the, I think that's a 3.2 shaft. And then after you're done with that, you stick the head on. And there you go. There's, I think that's Tinker Bell. Looks like it is. Where's her wand at, huh? That's what it looks like on the back. And then There goes the mighty air condition firing up again. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the tooth cleaning. I brush and floss every day. But every time I go into the dentist, they always find something wrong. And one of the things that when I go in and they clean, it's like, let me go get the doctor real quick. And when I hear that phrase, I'm like, oh God, how much is this going to cost me? Sometimes they just go in there and, oh, it just looks okay, you know. And sometimes they'll just, you got to do this, and that, or worse, they got to, oh, we got to do something bad. So we just did Tinker Bell and Wendy. So obviously that's Tinker Bell and that's Wendy. Okay, got them done. Now we go on to more important things. But I just don't want to deal with the dentist right now, but they were wanting me to come in early, and I thought, oh, I got plenty of day work to do. I can't just stop what I'm doing now. And this is about 2 weeks ago. And kind of regretted it now, but I didn't want to deal with it and thinking, oh, I got to do this, and that. Going in there is not too bad. It's just sitting in there with my mouth propped open for 30 minutes, and if they got to do something worse, I mean, I've had root canals, but I've had a root canal before. They're not bad. It's just sitting there with your mouth propped open. And the thing is, you just sit there. You can't, you know, they're working on your mouth. You can't play on your phone. You can't do anything. You just sit and you count the holes in the ceiling tiles and the asbestos tiles just to count how many holes there are. And sometimes they'll play music in there, and I'm like, stuff that I will never listen to. It's like, okay, can you turn that crap off? I don't want to hear that stuff anymore, whatever you're listening to. Every time they'll play 80s music. When I walk in it, I switch over to some new crap, like some new type of music. I think, yeah, I do look young, but I don't listen to that stuff. You know, I'm like, no. Well, I'm missing a slope. One that goes here. So let me start pulling all these out here until I find it. Put that over there. I think we're done with that piece for right now. Could have been worse. It could have been a white piece on this countertop. Now, if I'm missing that, that's going to be a whole issue because that is not a part that I have in that color. If not, then I have to go through all the bags and hope it didn't get crossed with another bag. It probably did. And yeah. Indeed, I am missing that piece. Jay, what happens if you don't have a part for something, you don't finish it up? You know, it depends. If I lose the part, that's on me, but... Well, I'm going to have to check the other bin here. That's the... We already did bigs 1, 2, and 3. I had one here. 8 was over there. I had 1, 2, 3 here, and this is 4. So 4 probably ran into 5. Because, let me put these stickers over here because that's kind of confusing me there. Yeah, let me see here because I'm missing this piece. I mean, I got all the other stuff to finish here. Let me check bag 5 and see if it's in there. Well, there's plenty of blue stuff in this one. Well, let me dump it out. Let's see what we got in there. Well, I couldn't find that part anywhere, and this is not a color that I have. So unless it turns up, What do I do when pieces are missing like this from a set? It gets a flat out 0 for a grade. That's how hard I am. You know, especially when it's not something I can commonly replace. If I don't even have it in my inventory and it's something obscured like this blue here, yeah, I will do that. But we're going to proceed on. And when this misses, I'll just stick a white one in here. And when I do the review, it'll just say, well, my building experience was ruined. Well, I can't really ding it off for one part, but I would just give it it would be a very low score. Actually, I think I'll just dock it down for a point. Okay, so it may turn up. Could have rolled in another bag, but I only had bags 1 through 5 and then 8. Of course, it could be in bag 8 too. When we get to that point, I will look it up. I don't want to spend too much time and... Wait a minute, hold on, I'm putting... oh, okay. I don't want to spend too much time trying to find parts. Is that cool color? I don't have any of that in that blue. A lot of this stuff is new parts. And if you're missing a part and you contact them, they'll be like, oh, well, it'll take a couple of weeks to get it there. But by the time that happens, I'm already done. And if I have to wait for a piece, most kids, even adults, they don't want to wait. I don't want to wait for a part. So, you know, very seldom will I ever find a set that's missing a part. It very seldomly will ever happen. I've had it happen a few times. Because, you know, somebody says, well, it must happen to you a lot. You're always missing parts. But you got to understand, when I buy sets, I buy a lot of stuff. Lego sends me a lot of stuff. So right now, the set right now is like at a 9.9. But if that part doesn't turn up, it'll drop down a point. Just because it was missing a piece. And we got to put a sticker on one of these round tiles, which is this. And that's sticker number 1. And let's see here. I guess it's supposed to look like pebbles. Round stickers on round tiles are not good at all. Yeah, I'll check bag 8 here when we get to that point. I just hate and yes, I will fail a Disney set. Like, those are hard to get on. But yeah, I will fail a Disney set too. I don't play games when it comes to stuff being a little more challenging than it's supposed to be. But anyways, though. Well, Jay, you do that? You ding off a point? Yeah, I will. Did I miss something in there? Oh, there's round studs at the bottom there I forgot to put in. Well, we'll just back butter these and shove them in there like that. These colors are pretty close together, so I don't know. Yeah, but I'll check that other bag and see. Of course, we haven't went through all that. I could have overseen it too. But, you know, this is the only 1x2 stuff that I have in here. It could have been something common, but this whole set's got a bunch of oddball colors. I mean, it's pure oddball. Like, I don't even know if I have any of these in that color. So it's all oddball from the start here. Okay. Well, we're going to have to, because I need to put bricks on top of 115. Let me check bag 8. If it's not in there, then it'll get dinged down by a whole point. And that's not a part that I have in Like I said, I don't have that part in my collection. Let me check in here real quick. I see a bunch of slopes, but as I'll replace it with a white one, or better yet, I'll just put a pink one in there or something god awful and be like it was missing a part when I got it. But I don't see it anywhere in here. Usually it's the round stuff that rolls around in other bags, but well, that's it. Sorry, Treehouse, you're dinged down to an 8 instantly. It's already failing, and we're not even done. We're not even halfway done yet. So let me check the floor one more time before I condemn it, because I don't. In case the manual's holding it or something, but I don't see it anywhere up here. I mean, that blue is kind of jarring. It would just easily show up there, but it didn't. Okay, so we're going to use a white one in there in its place. And one of these other sets I had to ding down too. That I did was that big set. It was short one plate. Couldn't find it. Wasn't on the floor anywhere where I was working at. And just ding it down. And, well, Jay, why do you do that for? Well, because it ruins the build experience is what it is. And you should never have to grab parts from your own collection unless it's like one of my mock builds where you have to do it. Because that's just an idea from your own bricks. You know, that's how I do it. Now, if it turns back up, I bring the score back up. Remember, I start all sets off at a 10. They're all at a 10, and then I start minusing things if needed. And no, I don't enjoy minusing parts. Now, I've had it happen where they'll send me like some random brick in one of these. What I was told by a representative years ago, they go by weight. And they have a certain deviation on it. If they're missing a significant weight, then they go ahead and check the contents. And the part that was missing was a 2x2 round plate with stud, and I think it was in the the largest Lego City set. So I had to, the final score, I had to ding it off by a point. But I really check and make sure I didn't lose parts before I do. Well, this is kind of off here. I do something wrong. Maybe there's a plate buried under there. Oh, there was. So I have to take all this out and put this in the bottom. Shouldn't be that hard. Just pop all these out. So, all right. So that was kind of a boo-boo on my behalf. Got to take that out there. And you got to shove this back in here. And it's a little bit unstable, so be very careful. And then we'll have to set that back in there. So if I make a mistake, I don't ding off from my mistakes. That doesn't degrade the build experience by any means, because that's my boo-boo. I'm proud of my mistakes. Okay. Now we can proceed on. Now if I have to get in there and do this, I'd have to wiggle this apart. But with the studs, I have a feeling that this is going to be buried in here. Okay, let's say we're missing more parts, but no, I need to have that. I want to get to those spiral stairs. I have a couple of those in different colors. I think in gray and magenta. So, oh wait a minute, hold on, I think I'm boo-booing here. This is supposed to go, I was looking at that thing, that doesn't look right. So this goes in the middle here. This goes on the top. Okay. And we turn it around. Just stick some random door frame in there. Must be for support or something, but I don't know. It looks like the stairs are going to go on that. Oh yeah, that's what they are. Well, they've really improved these. They used to have to do some fancy stuff back in the day, but now we got these fancy rods, so that's what they're used for. We'll put those right up in there. It shows you to put the first one in here, and I would just try to keep these things like that. And you got to put 8 of these in here. I've been hearing a lot of mourning doves lately. Must be mating season for them. I have a spot outside for a nest, and I'm hoping they'll nest in there because I'd like to put the camera back on it again. Stream it live on YouTube as a scenic camera. I don't know if I'll have sound or not on it. Okay, went back up to a 9.8. I found it. It was buried under all these other parts. So there we go. I thought I really had checked that. So how do I get that out? I'll just kind of do this a little bit here. And stuff like that. Put that over here. So Lego got spared again. That's why I build everything before I give my final assessment. Oh, that's pretty cool, huh? Probably why they used the round bricks there to kind of match it. Door frame's kind of ugly though. Okay. And after that, I'm sure we're gonna have to lock all that in there. We have a 2x10. You very seldom will ever see those in a set, so at least I put some of the bigger stuff in here. Okay. Well, I'm just glad that piece wasn't missing, because it was like if it was a 2x10 brick that was missing, I mean, I'd still ding it off, but I would have that part in my inventory. And what hurts is when you don't have a specific part in a color. That's where I get kind of angrily with it. But now we fix the issue. All right, so and then we rotate it around, and then we come in here and stick these here. It would have been better if I just stuck that right in the middle, but it would have been kind of hard. Well, that's hard to get in there. Yeah, these are going to be kind of a turd. Even I'm struggling with that. I like these little diamond shield things. There we go. All right, there's more here. I didn't. It's like we got a few extra pieces, but no, they covered these up down here. So I guess these holes here are just there. And then they use these to go. That one in the middle points up. These ones kind of point down and inwards. And then, oh, at least they're covering up the holes there, so now you don't even see those anymore. So that's really finished off. And that will be it for this installment here. I want to keep these kind of short. So basically we did bags 1 through 4. One did all this over here, and then we did part of this. So until we meet again, which probably won't be for another 20-30 minutes, or maybe later, but there we go. Not too bad for this. We'll take a quick look at everything here, do a recap of what we built. Oh, there's another piece. And so far, except for that brick scare, it's not too bad of a build. I have to do the thumbnail real quick. Or Jay, why don't you just put it in one big mass video? I don't want it to be 3 or 4 hours long, and I have to edit that because those get to be kind of brutal to edit. And you know, I have a life other than YouTube. So we'll do this, and so far I'm kind of pleased with this set. It's she just kind of top heavy there, and so you get all your Disney dolls. I've heard some guys telling me that they're not too thrilled because they're the dolls, not the minifigures, and I have to kind of agree with them in a way. But then again, you got to have a variety. So far, we've already put together 8 out of 13. Not too bad, and that's what it looks like we've done so far. So if you've gotten this far right here, then pretty good. And I'm just pleased with the build all in all. So it's very relaxing. But I got to get some work done. So until we meet again.